Hi, I'm David Bradley, National Community Action Foundation CEO and founder.
My name is Earlene Wesley Davis, and I am the Executive Director of the Housing Authority of Savannah.
Hi, I'm Gina Taylor, the Executive Director of Greenbrier Children's Center here in Savannah, Georgia.
My name is Corey Gillenwater, and I currently serve as Interim Chief Appraiser with the Board of Assessors for Chatham County, Georgia.
My name's Alan Lowe. I am an attorney here in Savannah. Have been practicing in private practice for the past 50 years.
My name is Otis Johnson, and I'm the former mayor. I am a former mayor of the city of Savannah and a retiree from Savannah State University.
Chester Ellis, Chairman and CEO of Chatham County.
My initial introduction has been through Mr. John Finney, who was the leader of the organization for a number of years as well. And my experience with EOA is that they serve much needed resources in the community, provide much needed resources in our community. Had it not been for Economic Opportunity Authority, I don't know where some of the people in our community would have been, because they serve the least of ours, those families that are impoverished, and they help them to get to a stable place in their lives so that they are nurturing and nourishing and flourishing in our community.
The EOA provided me with my first professional job. I was hired in the 1960s as a resource guide, and it was a part of my duties to go out into the community and interview people and ask them what is it that the EOA could do to help them move themselves out of poverty.
I know Terry through my firm's representation of EOA, first with my partner Aaron Bushbaum, and then after Aaron retired in 2007. Since then, I have represented EOA. I've been privileged to represent the agency along with my partner Ellen Schooler.
When I was an undergraduate student at Savannah State University, which is where I met Mr. Tolbert, I learned of the Community Action Agency, so I've been aware of EOA for a very, very long time. And the residents who are served by EOA are also customers of the Housing Authority of Savannah. And we've been involved in a number of activities for persons who are income challenged.
Well, I served on the EOA board when I was in the 8th district as a representative, as well as I represented the Historic Carver Village Neighborhood Association on the EOA board, and now as chairman we help fund some of the EOA in its functions.
Terry Tolbert has been one of the longest, if not the longest now, fighters in the war on poverty. I think he began his career in 1964, and he has been there ever since, moving through the ranks from one position to another, constantly moving up in the leadership of the organization until he is now the executive director of the Economic Opportunity Authority, a well-deserved and well-earned position.
Terry has done just about every job there is to do at EOA. He has always been committed and enthusiastic about the services provided. And as a matter of fact, after all of these years, Terry and I are neighbors. We live not very far from each other. I didn't know that he was moving into the neighborhood. He didn't know I was moving into the neighborhood. But I like to think that there's something about brilliant minds running in the same circles. That's a joke, Terry.
So, Terry has been a pleasure for me to work with professionally. He is a consummate gentleman, always treated everyone fairly. He is compassionate, and I just can't say enough about his character. And so I'm very honored that I'm able to express my feelings, my personal feelings for Terry and what he has done for EOA.
He challenges you to make sure it's for the best operations of the business because he knows what it takes to manage a successful operation. He's had many successful ventures in his time, and my small part of it here with the Board of Assessors is no exception to that. He's instrumental to our operation. He's often offers admiration and appreciation for all the staff, and in a world where perhaps maybe you don't get quite the appreciation that you should or would like to from many different places, Mr. Tolbert goes out of his way to make sure every single person knows what their value is to himself and to the organization and how effectively they do their jobs and how much they're appreciated within the organization.
Well, Terry and I have known each other since college, all right? And so that our relationship and our knowledge of one another began even before he began at EOA. And throughout the years, I have worked with EOA to help seniors and to help youth from kindergarten, pre-K, I should say, on up to day use, and I've helped residents. And so Terry has been an integral part of that. I've called on Terry on many occasions to help me solve some issues with senior citizens as well as citizens who live in Chatham County in the city of Savannah, who income level was, whether it was getting their utilities assistance or whether it was helping with housing repair or whatever program that they had.
Hello, everyone. My name is Julie, and I am the spouse of Terry. Terry and I have been together for 44 years, and we have 2 children. And so for the most part, I have worked side by side with Terry in every aspect, personal and professionally for the last 44 years. What I would like to say is, first off, I congratulate you, Terry, for the work that you have done at EOA. That is a huge, huge accomplishment to have spent 50 years in that profession. Actually, it's a huge accomplishment to have worked anywhere for 50 years. Most people don't work on a job more than 3 or 4 years before they're moving on to something else. So to have been on that job for such a long period of time just goes to speak towards your dedication and your commitment and your belief in the job that you are doing. And I have often heard you say on numerous occasions how important it is for this community to continue helping those who receive the least amongst us. And you really do believe in helping those who have the least. I remember reading an article some years ago where the author of the article highlighted you as an ambassador for the poor. And you really do put your heart and soul into working towards helping those who do not have as much. I just want to say thank you on behalf of residents of this community, even though I didn't get the authorization to thank you on their behalf. I'm pretty sure that the recipients who receive services from EOA would say the same if they had the opportunity to thank you and to thank your staff and everyone else who participates in helping to keep this community afloat. And so congratulations on behalf of your family. We love you and we thank you for dedicating your time and your service for such a long period of time to this community. So with that being said, thank you again for your services.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to congratulate Mr. Terry Tolbert on his 50th anniversary working at the Economic Opportunity Authority of Savannah, Chatham County. Mr. Tolbert has truly been promoting positive change his entire life. With each year that passed, Mr. Tolbert's impact grew as he implemented programs to help the disenfranchised, such as homeless, veterans, foster grandparents, and low-income families. Mr. Tolbert now serves as the executive director of the EOA, and after 50 years, is still working tirelessly to help people climb out of poverty. His expertise speaks for itself, and I would like to thank him for touching the lives of so many in the Savannah area. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
And Savannah, EOA, and all the communities you serve, keep up the good work. You're an inspiration to us in Washington, and believe me, the way Congress is, we need as many things inspiring us as we can. So enjoy the day, enjoy the year, and enjoy the celebration. Terry's at 50, and Community Action's at 60. Those are pretty remarkable milestones. Thanks a lot.